All right, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Too Much Tech, and today we're going to take a look at the 25-inch Alienware 240Hz AMD FreeSync gaming monitor. That's a lot of specs, and like that's not even all of them. Like I forgot that it was 1 millisecond. I forgot that it has industrial design and all this extra stuff. We're just going to get right into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the display. So obviously the display is 240 Hz, it's 1080p. That's going to be the easiest resolution to get to that 240 Hz refresh rate. And to get to that 240 Hz refresh rate, you're going to need a really beefy rig and need a really nice graphics card and a really good processor to push all those frames. The panel itself is really nice. Like honestly, when I first pulled it out of the box and plugged it into my setup, I almost thought it was an IPS monitor, but it's not. It's a TN panel, but it's just a really good TN panel. It has really good colors, really nice brightness. It is probably the best TN panel I have ever seen on a monitor. It's got 1 millisecond response time, and then you can even go inside the settings and change the response time to be like really fast or kind of fast or whatever. But either way, the panel's refresh rate, gray to gray, is 1 millisecond. It's 25 inches. Technically it's 24.5 inches, but they call it 25 inches. So it's half an inch bigger than like every other monitor that I've ever used. So, I mean, it didn't really take me a lot to adjust to the slightly bigger screen size. I honestly think that like 24 to 25 inches for a gaming monitor is like the sweet spot. For me, I don't know why, but like 27 inches, 32 inches, and anything like bigger than those, like just, they're kind of jarring. I don't know why, but it's just, this is a personal preference thing. So I really do like the size of the monitor and the panel as well. Let's talk about the design. So the design, of course, classic Alienware, really like industrial, crazy looking, not simple, but it looks cool. Like I don't mind having it on my desk. Personally, I think I need to buy a bigger desk if I'm gonna keep it on the monitor stand. But I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna get a couple monitor arms and put my monitors up, because I think that that stand, how big it is, it just takes up a lot of space on the desk. So you really need a big desk if you don't want to have to move all your peripherals up to the front of your desk. That way you got some space to move around and feel comfortable. But other than the space aspect, I do like the design. It looks really cool. They really paid attention to detail. I like the Alienware logo on the top of the monitor stand. And honestly, like I like the color too. Like it's like a dark, almost a gunmetal gray. It's like a mix between light and dark gray. I guess you can just call it gray. But I do think that it was really tasteful. Now, one nitpick about the design that I do have is that I wish it did come with the LED lights on the back of the monitor like the G-Sync version. But I mean, it's significantly less money, so I guess it's kind of a good thing. Now, getting back to what I was talking about earlier, what are you gonna need to run this monitor? Who is this monitor for? So, honestly, it's a combination of a couple things. You gotta have some really beefy PC hardware, so I'm talking like, you know, Core i7 and probably like a 1080 or 1080 Ti or higher. Even going into the 20 series, you're probably gonna want a 1070 or higher, especially if you wanna hit that maximum 240 Hz refresh rate all the time. The games that you're gonna have to play to really be able to reach those frame rates, if you don't have, you know, like that great of hardware, but even if you do have that great of hardware, it's still a really hard number to reach consistently all the time. So really, this is for like people that like playing CSGO, Overwatch, League of Legends, Fortnite, like competitive type games that aren't very graphically intensive, and it allows your processor to push all of the frames. Because if you start playing AAA titles like Destiny or Anthem or Battlefield, you're probably gonna be better off getting 144 or 160 around there hertz monitor with maybe a higher resolution so that you get a little bit more fidelity in the game, because the panel is 1080p and you will notice it. In game, not so much, but in Windows, you definitely do. I think that 1440p is like the perfect sweet spot resolution for Windows, especially if you're only rocking a one monitor setup and this is gonna be your main monitor for watching YouTube videos, doing whatever you gotta do, and gaming. Maybe go with a monitor that's higher resolution. But if you have more than one monitor and this is just gonna be your main gaming monitor and your sole idea is to get the maximum refresh rate that you can, then this is the one to get. Now, what I was talking about a little bit earlier, how NVIDIA has released G-Sync compatibility with AMD FreeSync monitors, it does work extremely well on this monitor as well, because they do have certain monitors that they certify, and I don't believe that this one is last time I checked, but I haven't really noticed any weird issues. When it first came out, I did notice some really weird like screen freezing issues, but I don't know if they came out with an update since then or whatever, but it doesn't do that anymore. So I think that the FreeSync works really well on this monitor, even if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. And that's also another reason to go with this monitor too over the more expensive G-Sync version, even if you do have an NVIDIA graphics card, because it will work and it does work well and it doesn't interrupt your gameplay. But what are my overall thoughts on this monitor? I think that this is probably the best TN panel high refresh rate monitor that you can get, especially for the money, because I've seen this thing at some crazy sales, like under $400, under $300, and I think that those are steals. Especially if you can get it under $300, I would definitely go for this monitor 100%. And if you catch it on a sale like that, like I did, then this is probably the best monitor that you can get for under $300. It is just so incredibly silky, buttery smooth. You're gonna need some powerful hardware, but if you have powerful hardware and you're looking to get the most frames out of your games, then I think that this Alienware monitor is the one for you. That is gonna be it for the video today, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. If you guys want to shop for this monitor, I do have my Amazon affiliate links down below. Be sure to click that if you're interested in buying this monitor, because it does help fund other products on the channel so we can keep all the reviews going. Once again, I want to thank you guys so much for coming through to the review. Drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. You guys take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.